What's up guys, my name is Gabe Smith, and as you guys know, I've been playing on the Dodgerfilms YouTube channel for almost 9 years now. So in these last 9 years that I've been playing for Dodgerfilms, I made so many fun memories that I will never forget. So I wanted to share with you guys my Dodgerfilms story.
Kills it, God! Gabe, his first home run! Kills it! Can't Spider-Man. Oh! Oh my God! The play of all time! The play of the century!
So everything started, I was about, I think 11 years old at the time. What year? Hold on. My first video that I appeared on was in 2015, December 11th. That's so crazy. I want to say I was 11 years old at the time. It all started, I would watch Dodgerfilms. When Bobby would go to Dodger games and he would record all the games and stuff, and then he'd post them like the next day. I would watch every single day. He ended up not being able to film anymore at the Dodger games. And I remember I was like, Mom, like Dodgerfilms, like you can't go to the Dodger games anymore. Like what am I gonna watch on YouTube? Because that was the only thing I watched at the time. After that, he started doing like these pickup softball games with everyone. And I think it was about game 7 or 6 that I saw that I was like, okay, I really want to go. So I had asked my mom, and she said no at she said no at first. I kind of think about how crazy my life would be, like how much different my life would be if I actually never went to Dodgerfilms at all. So whatever, she said no the first time. I think she said no the second week as well. And then finally the third week, they were filming at like 6 a.m. And I asked my mom and I asked my cousin if we wanted to go. And she was like, okay, fine, we can go. So I remember being so excited. We ended up going. And then we were late, so I was like panicking. I was yelling to my mom. I was like, Mom, we gotta go. We gotta get there on time. And we get there, and I think they had just finished picking teams. And we jumped in, and I saw Bobby, and my eyes like lit up. It was the craziest thing. It was like seeing your favorite YouTuber in person. That's how Bobby was. So it's kind of funny how close we are now. So yeah, we went in, and I didn't know if they're gonna let me play at first. And they're like, yeah, come, you can play. Just jump in left field or something. And I think I was the youngest there at the time. I was for sure the smallest, because everyone else, it was grown men. Yeah, I think my first at bat, I grounded out. So that wasn't really the best start to my Dodgerfilms career. Being a fan of the videos for so long, I kind of knew all the little inside jokes. So I knew if I had the chance to do something on camera, I had to. So I think at the end of the video, I did some like stupid little dance, and I ended up getting in. So that was probably my favorite part. So the videos had gotten so popular that 40 people would be there, and it'd be 20 on each team, and it was way too much. So after a couple weeks, Bobby ended up saying, hey, we have a lot of people. If you guys want to keep doing this every weekend, just give me your email, and then we'll just get something going, make a little list going. So I asked my mom if I could put her email down. After that, it was like cemented. Everyone that was on that list would go every single weekend, and it kind of just formed into something bigger than anyone thought it would be. The first time I got recognized, I think in West Virginia, visiting family in a McDonald's bathroom. Wait, no, I don't think it was in a McDonald's. No, now I remember. It was, I was like filling up a drink at a McDonald's in West Virginia. Some kid had came up to me, he's like, hey, do you like do these softball videos? And I was like, yeah, why? And it didn't like click with me that he was a fan, like trying to take a picture or anything. So I was like, yeah, why are you asking? Probably didn't seem too nice, but it was like, I was 11 years old. It was like in West Virginia, in the smallest town I can think of. It was crazy. Oh yeah, my second week playing, I ended up like running into her name's Sierra, for people that don't know. I ran into her, and she like gave me a dead leg for probably like a week. It was the weirdest injury I've ever had. There was a little pop-up in front of home plate, and I was running to get it. And at the time, like, I don't know, I wanted to be on camera, so I was just trying to catch it. And we ended up just colliding real hard. And she like kneed my thigh kinda. So yeah, that put me out for like, I couldn't go the next week, and I had to like wait. I had to wait until the week after to play, because it took me out for like, of my Little League. I couldn't even play in Little League. When I was a kid, I'd watch the videos back, and like once they get posted, and I like show my mom, like, Mom, look. And I remember being super embarrassed, because I was like the worst there. So I'm the smallest, so I'd barely hit the ball to shortstop and be out every single time. So I was like, it's kind of like I didn't really want to be on camera. I ended up being friends with all the people that I'm friends with now, and probably until I was like 13 or 14, because I'd kind of just, I'd go with my cousin, and he was really just like the only person I talked to. I was kind of scared to talk to anyone else. I remember Andy scared me. So yeah, I'd kind of just go and sit in left field and just not talk to anyone, which is kind of awkward. But I was like super energetic though, so like I'd be energy running around everywhere, but like I was kind of scared to talk to people, especially because I think everyone was way older than me, and I'm 11 years old. My first home run was, I want to say 2 years into playing. Dude, my first home run video has 4 million views right now.
Kills it, God! Gabe, first home run! God! Gabe, his first home run! Been playing with us for 2 years!
but it was in 2017. So a little over 2 years after I've been playing. It was the on-season softball league World Series. Everyone had their own teams, and I think I was on Andy's team. I was like making good contact, but I was kind of just hitting like line drives. Like I never really had that like launch angle swing. I remember it was like super anticipated. Like everyone would realize that, everyone noticed that I was kind of like hitting the ball a little harder, just a little more juice behind my bat, and like it was just super anticipated there. Like everyone was thinking like, okay, he's gonna get it like maybe in like the next couple months or whatever. And it was the World Series, so like everyone's trying to score runs, everyone's trying to hit homers. But I remember I was trying to like simplify everything because I was trying way too hard at the time to hit a homer, so I was kept hitting ground balls. I think it was for Nando, and I was like joking with him I was gonna go yard, but I knew I wasn't. And so I step in, I take the first pitch. It's like a blur. Everything happens so fast. So I just remember hitting it and then running, like watching it running to first, and I wasn't even running like in line with the bag. But then I saw it go out, and it was kind of like a Kirk Gibson thing. Like I jumped and like fist pumped, and then I saw everyone from the dugout like running in and chasing after me. That's probably like core memory of my whole life. Probably number one. Because I think it was my first home run in anything. Like I hadn't hit a home run in Little League at the time. I think that was my first home run ever, so that was probably the biggest home run of my life. Views wise is definitely the biggest. Probably that's number one. Anyone tells me, oh, I remember when you hit your first home run. And it's funny when this kid's my age, knowing they were 11 watching me, I think it's kind of funny. Like most of you guys watching this have probably grown up with me or grown up seeing me at 11 years old. Maybe you were a little younger, but just seeing me grow and get better, that's probably my favorite thing about being on Dodgerfilms. We went to New York around May in 2017. That's crazy. I didn't go with my mom, so I only went with my cousin and then everyone else. And that was like my first time flying like really far by myself. So I was like super scared to go. I think I was staying with Ben, like Benny was watching over me. I think we were in New York for like 4 days, and we ended up going to Toronto 2 or 3 days. That trip, like the whole trip, Bobby had set it up. It was kind of just like as a thank you for being in the videos, like softball trip. Not really anyone vlogged. I think Austin was the only one vlogging, but it was kind of just as a thank you of being in the videos and growing with the channel. When I was younger, not a lot of kids cared about seeing me because I wasn't really good. So I didn't start really getting recognized till after my first home run. Because the way like fans see it, like if you're not good, like they don't really care. Like once you start hitting a bunch of home runs and stuff, then that's when they're like, okay, like he's good. Like let me follow him. Most of my memories getting recognized was at Dodger Stadium because that's probably where most of the kids were that like watch baseball content went. Like everyone sits in Bobby seats. So I was sitting there, and then like a bunch of people kept like tapping on me to take pictures, and I felt really bad because it was like blocking everyone behind me. So then like I kind of noticed people were getting irritated. So then I ended up having to go like down. This was before Dodger Stadium got the renovations, so we had to go down the stairs in left field and like take a bunch of pictures with people. So that was probably, yeah, so around after my first home run, that's when I started really getting a lot of kids coming up to me asking for pictures. I'd say when I really first started feeling like a core member of the videos, I think it was after the New York trip, because it was like solidified at the time. Like everyone had gone. It was only people that were on the list at that point. Or after that trip, that's kind of how I knew like, okay, I'm a part of like Dodgerfilms. Like this is it. The views just go up and up after that, because I was like peak Dodgerfilms. When I really started to notice like how big the videos were getting was like my Instagram blowing up. After I hit my first home run, Bobby in the video had said, oh, go follow Gabe on Instagram at I'm_Gabe81. After that video came out, I think I had like I think I grew to like 40,000 followers, which is ridiculous on Instagram. No, I hit 40K before my first homer. In 2016, August 19th, that's when I hit 40K. I posted on my Instagram. So fast forward 2019, Dodgerfilms crew, we went to Paris and London. That was probably the biggest one for me. I had to get my passport. I was not ready for the 12-hour flight. So we landed first night, and then from the airport, we immediately had to drop our bags off and then go see, I think it was Avengers Endgame. It was like the first showing like ever of the movie. It was like in the biggest theater in Paris, and I was like falling asleep during the movie. So we were in Paris for about four days, and then we ended up taking the train to London. London was my favorite. I was really scared in Paris. It was just kind of sketch, and people over there aren't the nicest. But yeah, London was super cool. We went to the London Eye, went on a huge Ferris wheel they have. If you guys are from there, you know what it is. Meeting my first European viewer was crazy, because I knew Dodgerfilms was huge, but I didn't realize that like there was people from other countries watching our videos. So that was probably the craziest thing. I was getting fish and chips at this one restaurant, and then some kid came up to us. So that was the coolest memory from that trip. That was another like thank you trip for being in the videos. For sure the biggest one. I can't, like for Bobby to bring out 20 plus people to Paris and London is insane. One thing people didn't realize about the videos were we'd film probably 3 games a day every week. We'd probably finish just like a season or a season of videos in probably like 5-6 weeks. Yeah, so Bobby just had a lot of backlog of videos, because if you go back and check some of the first games, they're like 5 minutes long. So then when COVID hit, I remember Bobby emailing everyone saying we couldn't play for a while. But then after, I think it was a mask mandate, we ended up playing, and that was like my breakout season. That's when everything started going crazy for me. I think I won MVP that year. I hit the most homers out of anyone. That was really when I kind of took off. Everything kind of blew up for me. That's when I started being really good, getting picked first all the time. That kind of changed my whole trajectory of my status on Dodgerfilms. Started being the face of the videos, the most known kind of on Dodgerfilms. We hit 1 million on YouTube June 27th, 2019. I made a post on Instagram and say congratulations to Bobby Crosby. All this hard work and dedication has paid off, and I'm so happy for him. 1 million subs is a huge milestone. Bobby has helped me in so many ways and truly changed my life forever, and I can't thank him enough. Congrats, Bobby. Thank you for everything. This is like also really big in my life, because probably, I think I was in like 7th, 8th grade at the time. That was when everything was really blowing up, and me getting recognized like everywhere I go, super important in my Dodgerfilms journey. Actually, recently, Bobby was kind enough to give me this gift. He gave me a 1 million play button. We were golfing, and he's like, oh, I have a surprise for you. So he gave me this, and he kind of just told me he really appreciates kind of like the loyalty, me playing for so long, definitely me contributing to the video so much that he thinks I deserved this, which is actually crazy because I didn't even know you can get multiple of these. So I think I'm one of 3 to have one of these play buttons. So, and this is also a big thank you to you guys as well. I wouldn't have this if it wasn't for you guys. So yeah. So knowing Bobby since I was 11 years old, it's kind of been crazy. He's kind of like a father figure to me. He's helped me with so much going through my life, and especially with my baseball journey, that I truly cannot say thank you enough. I'm like fondling the freaking the sub play button. If you guys don't know, I'm actually still playing Dodgerfilms, so you can always go and watch the new videos that are coming out. I've also moved into a content house, so I'm with a bunch of my guys. You guys can expect a lot more videos on this channel. So we're gonna be doing a lot more day in the life videos, a lot more challenge videos, and you guys just gotta stay tuned for what I got next. If you guys have any questions about Dodgerfilms, ask them in the comments, and hopefully I can get to them. If you guys like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.